So get ready. 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 So get ready.
All right, y'all. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Good morning.
So get ready.
I got a couple of fans in here. Yes, just hit the like button right now. Don't hold the thumbs up. Just hit it right now. Let's jam to this rhythm right here so we can get ready. Are you ready? Get the likes up so I can start talking.
So get ready.
Where my UGC squad at? Where y'all at? Raise your hands. Where my lieutenants at?
So get ready.
Ugly Girls Club lieutenants, please raise your hand. Your ambassador is calling you to the front. Take your seats.
So get ready. So get ready. So get ready.
All right, y'all. Explore your options. That handle sounds familiar. I think I had to correct you about your assumptions
So get
about
ready.
what this channel is about. And now you're here on the live. A lot of y'all you hate me, but you tune in.
So get ready.
Y'all hate me, but you tune in. A lot of y'all. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Did you guys worship the Lord yet? Or on your way? Are you on your way to worship the Lord? Our Father God in heaven? You don't hate me, but you have assumptions. You have preconceived notions about me because you went attacking one of my subscribers that has something to say, something real pivotal to say, in terms of how much support we really get from men when we really need them. When men really need to show up as men, do they show up as men in your life, ladies? Do they? And now I'm not saying we can't say all men are bums or all men cheat. We can't technically we can't say that, right? We can't say technically all of anything. But have the men that you cared about, have they showed you that they would fall on the sword for you? That they got your back in times of good or strife? Have they shown you that? Have you ever experienced that? Like, have you ever been in a relationship where you were confident that this guy really, really cared about you? I really want you to, don't hurry and answer. I really want you to think about this first. Because this is, we're going to be getting into this with the topic of not caring what men think. I want you to think about every relationship that you've had. And I want you to think, if there was a scenario where it was life or death, do you think he would help you? Do you think he would help save you? Do you think he would stick around? Do you think he would protect you? Have you ever had any man that it was 100% no doubt in your mind that he was actually there for you 100%? How many of you have experienced that, like for real? And actually put it to the test. Like he actually showed you examples that he was there for you 100%. Because now we could speculate, but has it been put to task? Someone said, only my father, never a boyfriend. How about that? How about that? Most relationships that you're going to have with men are going to be based on conditions, the way you look, what you provide, how sloppy your head is. If you're giving half, 50%, how much of the mortgage can you help out with? Are you taking care of his bastard kids? Are you giving him any kids? There's stipulations to every relationship you have with a man, lest your own father, if he was worth his salt, he loved you for you. Probably the only man who ever has. And we walk around here depressed, contemplating ending it all, fearful of venturing out and doing what we're called to do because we don't look a certain way. We're so deathly afraid of being criticized for how we look that we bury all of our talents, all of our healing capabilities, all the things that would probably make you rich, that would probably leave a legacy for your children. You let all of that go because some man told you that you're not cute, that you're not fuckable. You're not fuckable. So you don't deserve nothing else that you want because, quite frankly, you don't look fuckable. So you're worthless. But the fact of the matter is, they don't like you. Most of these men that say, not most, all of them, any man that would say that doesn't respect you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't love you. You're just a moist hole to put the tip in. And you press the pause button on your life for men who don't like you. You worry about what he thinks about you when he doesn't like you. I'm not even talking about love now. Love is that's a whole different matter. He doesn't even like you. And you worried about what he thinks about your worth, what he thinks about how you look, what he thinks about what you put in to the relationship. When truth be told, it doesn't matter what you put in, he still doesn't like you. It doesn't matter if you come in with 50% or 100%. He still doesn't care about you. And you here hustling, running around, trying to do this, trying to look like this and all that stuff. And from the door, his heart is wax cold from the door. And there's really nothing you could do. But he doesn't tell you that because he has you. Come here, jump through the hoop. Come on, girl, jump through the hoop. I'm going to love you if you jump through this hoop. Jump through it again. Jump through that hoop again. There you go, girl. There you go. Yeah, give me all your money. Yeah. Fuck me whenever I want. Yeah, do it, girl. I love you. Just keep jumping through that hoop. Playing games with you. With your emotions. If you do this, I'm going to love you. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. Woof. Now I'm going to love you because you do everything I say. Tell me when that has worked. Tell me when that has worked. Haven't we all tried that? I'm going to do whatever he tell me to do. The dick is whack, but I'm going to pretend that I had an orgasm. I'm going to hoot and holler and ooh and ah and make him feel like the man that he wants to feel like, regardless of my pleasure. He doesn't really like doing anything for me, but I'm still going to appreciate the little bit that he does. Even though he says he doesn't want to do it, I'm still going to appreciate it anyway. I'm going to act like I appreciate it because that's what being feminine is all about. Femininity is about acting. Acting is it. Acting unbothered. Acting like you're not offended by what he's done. Acting like you're not hurt by his infidelity. His lack of genuine care. The fact that he's not a cheerful giver. I'm going to act like I don't see any of that. And love him anyway. Love flaws and all. Because that's what being feminine is all about. Yes, everything is whack. Everything is whack. And he even smells a little bit. But I'm going to disregard all of that because my femininity is at stake. So I'm just going to pretend for 5 years and 10 years. And hopefully my pretending will earn me a wedding, a ring, his honor, his commitment. Hopefully, if I'm a good pretender, I'll be rewarded. Hello. Did you get your Garanimal yet? Did he give you that Garanimal cracker yet? Did you get that secret decoder ring out the Cracker Jack box yet? Did he give you your prize yet? Huh? Did he give you your prize yet? He didn't love you from the start. He didn't care about you from the start. From the start. And yet you've designed your life with talk in your head, things that he have said that you are. You believe them while knowing he doesn't care about you. You believe what he says. He doesn't care about me, but I believe when he says I'm worthless, I believe it. But I know he doesn't care because the person that cares about you doesn't hurt you like that. They don't make you feel small. They encourage you. Like logically, you know that, but you still believe what he says. This is why you have to take ugly off the table. Now, I know there's a lot of you that watch me that hate the philosophy, but you know it's true. This is why you can't get enough. You would never say that you're ugly in public, not for anybody to hear, but you think it when you're in your bathroom mirror. You think it while he's fucking you, though. Oh God, my body's a wreck. Oh Lord, he's better than me. You're thinking he's better than you while he's fucking you. But you won't admit that you're ugly in public. Oh, Felgus, I can't do that. That's toxic. And you're while he's screwing you, you know he doesn't want you, but for some reason, letting go of of this thing called beauty that you don't think you really have. You don't think you got a good handle on it based on how society placed you and every man that you've screwed has placed you. You know there's something between what you want and what you're getting. There's a big gap right there. And then you look at the billboards and the media and what your man is attracted to, which ain't you. And somehow you just, you decide to sweep all of that under the rug and pretend. You're just pretending to like yourself. You're pretending to feel beautiful. You're pretending that you are. A lot of you do that. And this is why you're here. Because you quietly agree, but you won't let nobody know that you watch me. You won't let nobody know that, because that's demeaning. That's demeaning. That's embarrassing. We are embarrassing ourselves. But you think it anyway. And because you think it anyway, guess what you're doing? Because you think it and you're ashamed of it. Let me put that caveat in. Because you think it and you're ashamed of it, you make choices and decisions that are detrimental, that don't give you your bottom line at all. You allow men access to your body, your wallet, and everything else because you are ashamed of it. What I'm telling you to do, you already think you're ugly. Some of you know you are, and some of you actually are. So what I'm telling you to do is take the shame away from it so you don't find yourself in bed getting your cervix pounded out by somebody who hates you and who you know hates you. That's it. That's it. Don't be ashamed of what you think, because there's nothing to be ashamed about. Bloop. That's right. Hello? There's nothing to be ashamed about. Men will try to make you ashamed of these things because that's a manipulation tactic. Because the shame that he gives you, he's got shame for you in one hand and his dick in the other. He got shame here, his hand out for your money here, and then if he had a third hand, his dick would be in that. Am I telling any lies this Sunday morning? We're here to shame the devil today. We are here to shame the devil today. So, y'all, listen, I know it's like, y'all, Selkis is crazy. Why would she do that? She just jealous of pretty girls. The fact that she can't get this or that, this is why she's doing that, and it's negative, and it's negative. No, it's not. No, it's not, because you woke up this morning, looked in the mirror with this dried up spit on your face and all that. Say, yeah, here I go again. Here I go again. You got to build a bare face. It take you 2 hours to put your face together before you walk out the door, and you want to talk about saying the word ugly is toxic. You don't even breathe right until you adjust your wig. You can't even breathe straight. It's not going to be all of us, but we need to value emotional freedom over being sexually attractive for these men. And this message, of course, isn't for everybody. It's not for every woman. Some of you women are cute and you don't have these problems, but you still watch because you're nervous, you're scared, you're neurotic. Your man's kicking your ass. He still ain't acting right. You cute, but the nigga still ain't acting right, and that's why you here too. So you still trying to figure it out. But for those of us who are bona fide unattractive, there's another way we have to show up in this world. You have to let this concept of beauty go, because that is why he takes your money without asking. And that's why he empties your bank account. We all heard the story. Nigga emptied the chick's bank account and murked. Went across town with a chick he was fucking the whole while he was with the chick that he didn't like. How do we end up like that? Is it because we're stupid? No. It's because we needed the validation. It's because we valued validation over truth. We didn't put truth to power. We wanted the fantasy. We wanted the feel good instead of the reality. We didn't position ourselves to test the spirit. We didn't want to test him. We didn't give him no hurdles to jump through. We believe everything that he said. We didn't pressure him. Why? Because they tell, well, if you do all that, they'll run away. And you want some of these dudes to run away. And truth be told, you want most, if not all of them, to run away. Because most, if not all of these men have ill intent. Most, if not all. Some of you say, I'm still best friends with my ex. And I'm like, well, if you could be a best friend with him, why are you not together? I don't even get that part. The relationship didn't last. He cheated on you, whatever it is that happened. But y'all are best friends now? Something's wrong there. You still love him. Y'all are best friends. Y'all are soulmates, but you can't be together? What's the logic in that? I don't get it. That's a self-esteem issue. Because any nigga that hurt me, we can't be friends after that. Friends for what? Unless you're giving me money, unless you're still paying a rent or something. I can pretend to be your friend all day long if you still helping pay mortgage and all that, card notes and all that. Yes, this is my best friend. This is my best friend. I make him Sunday dinner. He can rely on me. I give him some sex relief whenever he wants it, because we're still best friends. If you're paying bills, sure. But other than that, why? Why? He couldn't be a friend to you while you were fucking him, but he's a friend to you now? The fuck out of here. The fuck out of there with that flawed ass logic. But some of y'all, that goes along the lines with, all your friendships are fake. Y'all already know how I feel about that. All your friendships are fake anyway. So it don't matter if you friends with your ex, because that shit fake too. That shit fake too. Okay. But you're worried. And what my goal is as your self-esteem coach, right? I'm not a level up coach. I'm not a how to get a man coach. I don't deal with all of that. I deal with recovery or search and rescue. If truth be told, I'm search and rescue. I'm first responder. I'm the goddamn Red Cross for y'all asses. Not how to get one of these dudes, because that's easy. You've been getting that. That's easy. But they're destroying this while you're chasing them and trying to look right for them and all that. The dick dead on arrival, his heart dead on arrival, everything dead on arrival. But you still worried. You still trying to compete with these other neurotic chicks. And I'm telling you, all of it is a scam. I try to tell you guys too, because some of you guys, you're frustrated. You're sexually frustrated with me too. I'm like, this ugly broad, but there's something about her. I can't get enough. So you're here sexually frustrated too. And I'm telling you that beauty is a scam for y'all too. While you're trying to put us down, right? While you're trying to put us women down, we not feminine, we not this, we not that, we stink, whatever it is. Say the women that you want, The women that y'all placate to, that y'all buy roses for and all this kind of stuff, a lot of the chicks that you want, you know what they're doing with their girlfriends? Clowning you. And I'm privy to the conversations. I talk to them. Well, I don't really like him, but he does what he do. And the girl be cute, cute, nice shape, all of that stuff. And what she do with her friends? Clown you, mule. So while I'm black and ugly, and this and that and the third, you're a fucking mule to these women that don't want you. So what I'm saying to y'all guys who are frustrated with women is that we're in this boat together. You're ugly and so am I. We need to be making ugly babies together. Let's conquer the world together. No, but you want to fight and post up like you higher than somebody. You ain't higher than no fucking body. A lot of y'all dicks whack. Your pockets are questionable. Your sanity is also questionable. You got vices up the wazoo and you smell bad. So let's make some ugly love together. Stop fighting with it. Stop fighting with it. I was designed for you. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but I was designed for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. Self-esteem is not about assuming that you're perfect, because that's a trap. None of us really are. Self-esteem is really about a relaxation. And I've said this on many of my lives before, that true self-esteem is a relaxation with what you are. You're not trying. You've relinquished your need to try to be something that you are not. And you go balls deep into whatever it is that you are. That's what you do. That's all you do. You're not trying to be anything that you cannot be. A lot of y'all are trying to be what you can't be. And you're on a Ferris wheel going nowhere, spinning your wheels, going nowhere. It seems like you're going somewhere because you're walking forward, but you're back at point one over and over again because you're trying to be what you can't successfully be. You're trying to mimic people that will always be classified as better than you. You are trying to idolize, mimic people who they got the template already set. You're not gonna be better than who you're trying to emulate. Hello? How can you be a copy and better than who you're trying to emulate? Talk to me. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And I'm talking to you, you chicks that bleach your skin, you hair hat hooligans out here, all you chicks that are trying to posture as upper echelon. You are a copy. And a lot of us are a very poor copy. Like the ink in the printer need to be replaced. Poor copies of the original. We don't win when we do that. You don't win anything when you do that. People see your low self-worth coming a mile away when you do that. And men in particular. I know they say what they like, and a lot of y'all, we got a lot of coaches now. Coach, yeah, everybody's a coach. And we got a lot of male expert coaches who tell you ladies how to be, how to show up, how to talk and how to dress, how to respond to him. And a lot of these men nowadays are telling you to go up to the man. He's telling you, don't wait for him to talk to you. You need to go and talk to him. You need to go and ask him out. You need to propose to him. Right? So these male relationship experts are basically telling you to replace his role, take over his role, lest you be single for the rest of your life. And let me tell you something. If you are an ugly woman, have mercy. If you are an ugly woman, going up to men, it's like you buying a ticket to your own funeral. I liken it to that. Listen, men have to show some sort of motivation. Now there's a lot of panty waste out here. A lot of men are, I'm scared. These dudes are scared now. They're scared to approach and all that stuff. So the male experts are telling you, you approach, you do that. You do what he's supposed to do. If you are unattractive, don't do that. Don't do that. You can smile, you can nod, you can say, how are you? Whatever, polite conversation. But going up to these dudes and asking for numbers and all that kind of stuff. Hey, boo. Because I see them in these dating sites. I see a lot of sisters. It's a comedy show. It's a comedy show. Hey, hey. And the dude ain't paying them no mind at all. You look nice today. Oh, crickets. I would never do that. Never. I don't care if he was a 10 plus 10 plus 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You'll never hear it out of my mouth. For what? For what? Because a dude that's interested and motivated is going to go, hey, boo. Hey, how are you? I love your smile. Oh, you look nice today. A dude that's interested is going to say that. And a dude that ain't interested ain't going to say nothing. And a dude that, if he is interested and he doesn't say nothing, then you will have to pay half. He'll ask you for money for the rent. You'll need to get the bat when you hear noise, at your front door. That's what that will be. He will eat your food stash. He won't bring groceries for you to cook. He'll eat your children's Lunchables. That's what he'll be. He'll eat your children's Lunchables. A dude that doesn't assert himself ain't a dude that you want. It just ain't. And that's what it is. So, some will say, well, what do you do? If you're unattractive, they won't look at you. They won't say hi. So maybe we should initiate contact. You can try it. Some of you already have. How did it work out though? How did it work out? You initiating the relationship, you initiating dinners, you initiating sex. Oh my God. How did that work out? Did you get orgasm? Did he bring you home to meet mama? Did he impregnate you and stuck around? Did he do that? Did he tell you to get an abortion? Did he give you money for an abortion? Talk to me. So there's that part. A lot of us want relationships to soothe our self-loathe. That is the reality. A lot of us just want a break from feeling badly about ourselves. We want a distraction from that. And relationships are like relationships for the most part are like crutches. Crutches. You use people, human beings, as crutches. This is what men do too. But this is what we do for the most part. I don't like who I am. But I want somebody to love me for who I am. I want somebody to love me for who I am. And the problem with that is that you create a scenario from the gate for becoming a victim, for getting used, for getting pumped and dumped, for being baby mama, for getting diseases. Because a man who doesn't care about you doesn't care if he gives you a disease or not. He doesn't care if his dick is clean or not. And the same with a woman. A woman who doesn't care, she takes a whole bath. A woman who doesn't care about the man she fucks, she takes a whole bath. She doesn't clean herself properly. You don't get the squeak. You get the baby wipe over the top, just to knock off the scent of the urine a little bit. You just get a little one swipe with a baby wipe, just to knock the ammonia piss off the front. But all that schmegma and shit caked up around, in her cervix from the two other niggas that ejaculated in her, she ain't douching that out. Hello? She ain't douching that out. So you get what you get. You get what you get. So he come with Gouda cheese caked up around the head of his uncircumcised dick, and he pumped that shit into you with all that schmegma and everything else from all these other holes that he's screwing. And you wonder why you can't get rid of the itch, the fume, the smell, nothing like that. You think you're allergic to his dick, but it's the fact that his dick is a community apparatus. He's sharing it amongst the community. He's soliciting your friend behind your back. Some of you, I've had chicks I know that dudes try to holler at their mother. Dudes try to get ass from a chick's own mother. All kinds of nonsense going on. This is what happens. This is what happens. Somebody said toxic masculinity. Raw. I just read an article today where it was talking about the more partners you have, the higher risk for cancer. There's a increased risk of contracting some kind of cancer the more sexual partners you have, because a lot of these STDs, if unchecked, can lead to, like, the human papillomavirus and other things, cervical stuff, can lead to bigger diseases later on if not checked. You got dudes with stuff, they eat and snatch all over town, and they got viruses on their tonsils. They got all kind of viruses and Gouda cheese bugs on their tonsils from swallowing yeast out of these whole bath having chicks who don't love them. Who don't love them. So he coming, he tonguing you down. You chicks that love to kiss. I'm a good kisser. Chick, please listen. Any hole is a hole. It doesn't matter if you ain't letting him dig in your anus or in your vag walls, and you let him dig in your mouth. Any hole is a hole. Any hole is an entry point for bacteria, infections, disease, all of that. You good kissers out there. All you good kissers out there. Dude coming with all kind of viruses on his tonsils. Because every date he gotta eat, he offering to eat a chick out. Every first date he be on, you know what I could do with my tongue? There's things I could do with my tongue, I know you ain't ready to go all the way, but I just want to show you what the tongue do. I just want to show you what the tongue can do. And you miss pretend celibate. Go, well, if he just licking my ass, it ain't really, he ain't penetrating us. So technically I'm still holding out. And here you go. You let the dude lick your ass on the first date. Lick the shit crumbs out your ass on the first date. And some of you got these dudes on rotation. You got dudes that hit it up twice a month, 3 times a month after your 12-hour nursing shit. You still got ammonia piss on your crotch, and here you go. Well, I just come to tighten you up. I just come to tighten you up a little bit. You don't even wash. You ain't got to wash, girl. Well, I just got home. I haven't even. No, girl, give it to me spicy. I like it marinated. Marinated. But she didn't tell you she was fucking a doctor at work. These medical professionals are hoes, If y'all didn't know. Nurses and doctors and janitors and all that stuff, they fuck all the time in these hospitals. She ain't told you she got a nut from the doctor she was attracted to in the damn broom closet before she got home. So she got nut in her, and here you go with your damn papilloma virus having ass tongue. Cause you like urinated crotch. You like it marinated. You like mustard on it. Listen, if you let a dude shame you, knowing what these dudes out here do, knowing what they've done to you, because some of y'all know what dudes have done. You're like, damn boy, I haven't washed in 12 hours. Girl, give me that. I'm still on my cycle. Girl, that's all right. Well, I got a yeast infection. Well, just wash it real good. Hello? Y'all know what they do? Y'all know what they do? They put your dirty drawers on their head and they parade around the house. They like the funk. They like the filth. And God help us if y'all not exclusive. So he taking dirty drawers and rubbing it all over his face from all chicks all over town. I've been dealing with a 63-year-old white doctor for a month now. He has been heavily pursuing me and asked to be exclusive. He has canceled plans on me twice without much notice. Should you let him go? Thank you for the donation, Susie. So you got you a white zaddy. Yay! Oh my God, this is exciting. So a 63-year-old white zaddy. I'm sure he smells like death. And he probably his erections are temperamental now. And he has the nerve to stand you up. Stand you up twice without notice. Well, these doctors have a God complex. They just feel that they really have this air of arrogance that they're better than everybody else. Is he like a doctor, like a podiatrist doctor, or like a surgeon doctor? Like, what kind of doctor is he? Is he like a foot doctor, or does he do brain surgery doctor? Because those, oh my God. If he's a surgeon, they really are arrogant. He's an on-call doctor. You're 30. Who's 33? He's 33 or you 33? Did I read it wrong? Yeah, surgeons are the worst. Surgeons are the worst. They think their shit don't stink. They think their shit don't stink. They think everybody's beneath them because they have those letters. So, but if anybody, generally, if a dude cancels on you twice without any notice, he's not a motivated buyer. Let's just say, without any notice, that's disrespectful and clearly is impressed. But if he's a doctor, like an on-call surgeon or something like that, emergency surgery thing, that might be a part of the deal. But if it's no notice and no explanation or anything like that, I mean, before he scrubs in for surgery, he could give you a call. Listen, I got an emergency hysterectomy I'm not going to make it. You can still say something. So I think it's just a matter of motivation and respect level. And I wouldn't take it seriously at all. And don't press him about it. Don't even say why you canceled on me twice. The next time he asks you for a date, you have to now say, I'm gonna have to get back to you because I don't know what my schedule is gonna be for the next week or two. Don't complain about him not coming through for the 2 times because that means that you care and you don't want to show him that you're already emotional about him canceling on you. You got to now show him that it's that you're not pressed. That it's all right. But you show him by letting him know now you can't give him a solid, a definite date for anything. Now he's not earned a definite date for anything. Everything from this point on has to be on the fly. Well, I want to take you X. I said, well, I won't know. You tell him I won't know till that day what I'm available to do. Or I'll have to get back to you. I had some other plans I had to do. If those don't come through, then maybe I'll let you know. I'll text you. That's how you do that. But don't start complaining about him not showing up or anything. That would be a mistake. That would be a mistake. Do not be a complainer for these men. When they disappoint you, you go, oh, okay. That's it. Don't go, well, why you and why you and why you? Because that means that they matter. That already means that you care about them. Don't start complaining, y'all. You don't win no points for being a nag and a complainer and stuff like that. He's got to wonder like, oh shit, does she have somebody else? Maybe she don't like me no more. Damn, I got to do something else. I got to win her attention back. You want him to win your attention back. And you don't do that by complaining about him not showing up. You go, oh, okay, I understand this show. I understand this show. Well, I'm ready this week. I'm ready this week. Oh, really? Oh, that's wonderful, Robert. I'm glad work slowed down for you so you can have a little time for yourself. Well, I wanted to take you. Oh, I don't know. I'm so busy this week. I can't really lock anything down. Well, I just there's that place that you really wanted to go. I got reservations. I'm about to make reservations. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Robert. Don't do that for me. If you have anybody else you can take, do that, but don't reserve for me because I can't tell you definitively what I'll be able to do. I'll let you know. Let that be that. Let that be that. Sounds like she's talking about conditions. Guess men can't have them, but women can. Conditions? Men can have men. What do you mean? Men always have conditions. Men approach you on condition that you look like something that he wants to screw. The conditions for men start immediately. It's women, and thank God women don't think like y'all. Because I swear to God, if women had the criteria of you guys looking like the tens that you want and giving her an orgasm, if an orgasm was a requirement for every woman that you niggas screw, y'all wouldn't even have nobody. Truth be told, a lot of y'all will be playing with your scrotums by yourselves. You'll be trying to figure out how to suck your own dick if orgasms were required to date. There's a lot of women dissatisfied, but they still care. Because the beauty of sexual intercourse by nature is that the whole oxytocin thing gets released and it creates a bond. Whether the woman's sexually satisfied or not, a bond is created. Thank the Lord, because probably none of us would be here if she actually had to be sexually satisfied. So the criteria that you guys have, you always going to have that. You're always going to have that. Men have that. That's the issue. And also the issue is what you want. You are now, the men of today ain't willing to put out for what they want. They want things free. They don't want to work. They don't even want to go through the dating process, the what y'all call the stupid vetting process, her stupid questionings and all that stuff that you guys now take courses on how to avoid being questioned or vetted by women. Like, really? Really? You want to fuck her for a thank you and a compliment. That's how a lot of y'all get asked just by telling her she's cute. You dig in her vagina on the pretense of you like the way she looks, and women let you do that. And I'm here to tell women, don't do that, because he doesn't like you. He doesn't like you. He's just saying he's humoring you. Humoring you. For a compliment, you want access to her body. Especially if she's ugly. That all you got is a compliment. Well, boo, I told you cute. What more you want? Didn't I say you were pretty the other day? I mean, what? Didn't I give you self esteem? What that's worth me riding it, ain't it? Pay me now. I done made you feel good about yourself. I gave you a moment. I gave you a moment. That's all I promised you. That's all I promised you. Right? So that's what it is. And this is why we have to, I know it's hard, y'all. You'll have to pull away from that. Selkis, why do we have to call ourselves ugly though? Can't we say something else, something more kinder, something less toxic, something more agreeable and more emotionally supportive to our emotional delicate needs and our minds so that we don't, so now we're not looking like fools to white people and other people out here. Can't we pick another name, Selkis? Sure. You are all lovely doves, beautiful black butterflies that people they're just blinded and they can't see your worth for they can't see you for who you really are and how worthy you are for everything that you want. My black beautiful doves. They're just jealous of you. Men are just jealous of you because they want to be you, and these other women, they really just jealous of you because they want to be you too. How does that feel? You feel better now? I know I feel better. I have so much self-esteem. Aww. I'm a black dove. I'm a black dove instead of a pony. I'm a black dove. Hello. Do the voice. Which voice? Somebody said a black dove is a pigeon. Okay, so a peacock. Should I say a black peacock? Is that better? Lord knows I don't want to be a pigeon. We already that. So we gonna be a peacock instead? Somebody said a buzzard. Oh, you're a clown. You're a fucking clown. That's what you are. All right. So we'll take the black dove off. A black butterfly then. Would just be a butterfly? Would that be better? Would that be better? Are you gonna go out into the world saying I'm a beautiful black butterfly and people just don't know it? They just don't see it. But I am a beautiful butterfly. You've been called a buzzard. Who called you a buzzard? Lord have mercy. You've been called a buzzard? Well, that's better than a monkey. That's what I've been called. I've been called a monkey, horse face. What else? What else have I been called? All kind of black this, black that, explicative. Black this and black that. Somebody has said that. Well, I've been called, which is supposed to be a diss. I've been told that I look like Whoopi Goldberg, which was supposed to be a diss. I've been told I look like Marshawn on the Walking Dead. Somebody said I look like my breath stinks. I've been told that. But all kind of farm animals and stuff like that, creatures and all of that stuff. Hi, Douglas. Do you think that 1 month is too quick to get serious with a man? Should a woman avoid cooking for a man in a courting phase? Um, hmm. What kind of meal? Like you doing four course? What we doing? Soup, salad, entree, and dessert. Is that what you're doing for him? And are you doing that to show him, how skillful you are? Are you giving him, a prelude to what life would be like with you? I mean, you can show him your cooking skills, but you don't have to make it a habit. Now, arguably, some people say, well, in the beginning, y'all need to be just going out to dinners and dinner this and dinner that. And it really depends on what's important to you. Like I personally, there's not a lot of stuff outside that I can even eat with my type of diet. So somebody like if your lifestyle is such where this things that you don't do outside, you may have to do a meal, in order to spend time because you just don't eat that stuff outside. So it really, 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 really depends. It really depends on what he's done, what are y'all talking about, what is the goal. A month, a month in, and you're cooking for him. Well, the only thing I'd say is don't make that a habit. You could give him a taste test. But don't be like, 4 times a week cooking for him a month in. He ain't that. He ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. Don't do nothing habitual a month into a relationship. You got to see where his head is at and what his intentions are. You don't want to have to be, you don't want to plunge into wife status, doing wife shit, and you don't even know if this dude really like you. Because a month in, you're not sure. Unless he go and listen. I'm looking at rings. Because for some men, honestly, it don't take them that long. Honestly, really, men know right away. But I'm saying the actual process of letting you know takes a little more time. But they know right away. It's just the process of letting you know may take a little bit of time. Make them a meal and just tell them, this is what I do for me. But don't be, babe, I got your food and it's Monday. Babe, I got your food. It's Tuesday. Babe, I got your food. It's Thursday. Don't do that. Oh, somebody said, how did he get in your home too soon? That scene from the movie Fall from Grace. Yeah, that part too. That part too. 'Cause if you don't have a holdout game, inviting someone into your home, there's that. But you could cook for him and make it a picnic. He doesn't have to necessarily eat it inside your house. You can make it and then meet somewhere at a beautiful park setting somewhere and have a meal. All kinds of stuff you can do to have an experience. It doesn't necessarily have to be in your house, and it really shouldn't. It really, really shouldn't. That level of comfort you don't want a man to have right away. That's too comfortable. And that really, really, it does often lead to premature sex. When people are really comfortable, sex happens before it should. Before it should. So there's that. What if a man cooks for you? I mean, he can. He can if that's his thing. Some men love to cook. Some men, if you got a dude that's a chef, I would expect a meal. I would expect a meal. If he's offering, I wouldn't deny it. I wouldn't deny it. Does it mean the same thing if a man cooks? I don't think so. It doesn't symbolize the same thing. A man who loves to cook will cook for you. A woman who cooks, she wants to show you she's cooking for you and letting you know at the same time that she's a good woman. She's displaying qualities and what life would be like with her. You have this kind of meal every night if you choose me. So it's different. Different purposes. Cook for me where in his home. home court advantage. Yeah, there's that. Y'all try to stay out of each other's houses for as long as you can, because stuff, you know, by accident slips in things. Stuff slips into your mouth and into your booty hole and all kinds of stuff. Stuff slips in there when you're in a comfortable environment, an intimate space. He can cook for you, just not at his house. Yeah, I agree. What's this Dirty John about? Dirty John. Have you watched Dirty John? No, is that on Netflix? What is it? Is it about dating? What is it? Is it HBO, Netflix, what? Because I'll watch it today. So, y'all, oh, people laughing. What's the Dirty John about? So, because what if the guy you're dating doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day? Um, you're dating him and he doesn't say Happy Valentine's. Well, everybody doesn't believe in these pagan holidays. He might be one of those. I don't know, one of those street prophets. You got one of them street prophets that be on 125th selling Marcus Garvey posters. I mean, some of these dudes just don't believe in these holidays, but that's kind of something I would assume you talk about things like that beforehand. It's like if you're dating, you're in a relationship with somebody, things like religion and belief systems and all that stuff should come up. Like Valentine's Day shouldn't come around and you don't know if the dude will give you candy or not. If you're not sure, then either you're just starting out with him or y'all ain't communicating enough. If you get to know somebody, listen, if I'm getting to know somebody, they know what I believe in. I'll tell them, listen, I don't celebrate Christmas or this, that, and the other. I don't believe in this, that, and the other. And we're already clear about it. We're already clear about it. So if you are with somebody and you were expecting, because they never said that they wouldn't, you were expecting something for Valentine's Day and they don't give you nothing, you need to pencil that in. Don't mention it. Don't complain about it. Just pencil that in your mind, in your mental Rolodex, like, oh, okay, so I got nothing. And see what happens, for the next holiday that rolls around. See what happens with Christmas and your birthday, Easter Sunday, or whatever it is. Just see what happens. If you're not getting anything, then you know. Yeah, you got to verbalize these things. Hi, suckers. Have I hit the wall at 29? You think you hit the wall at 29? Oh Lord. And what does hit the when you say hit the wall? What do you mean? What do you mean? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? You see this hit the wall nonsense. That's another thing. That's a thorn in my side, because men deteriorate too. Everybody's dying. Everybody's getting older. It's not just women. It's not just women. His sperm quality goes on a decline. But by the time 30 hits, everything starts slowing up. Sperm don't swim as fast, not as potent. The chance of you creating a retarded baby with him increases. No offense to people who are retarded here, who have retarded children. No offense. But these are the things like this happens. Older men got health problems, all kind of dirty dick syndrome, all kind of vices, porn addicts. Most of these dudes, and like I said before, the porn addict stuff. Oh God. Oh my God. It's so that's so loaded, because That's not a heterosexual thing. Porn is not a heterosexual activity. It's just not. Not when you're seeing dick and balls and ejaculations going on that you are waiting for. That you're like these dudes are jacking off to other men jacking off or jacking themselves in women. There's nothing heterosexual about that. So there's that part. You need to side eye any dude who has an addiction to porn. And you ladies know, because some of y'all, I've talked to y'all on the sidelines as your coach, and when we dig deep, yeah, my husband was addicted to porn, and I found out that he was doing XYZ with some dude across town. You know how many stories I've heard of that? You know how many? I think you fib. Who's fibbing? Some women will argue and fight with their man 2 days before Valentine's Day and still expect prizes. Prizes? You said prizes. So you can argue with a dude 2 days before Valentine's Day and expect uh a prize or something like in the damn Cracker Jack box. Y'all stop waiting on these secret Dakota rings inside the Cracker Jack box. He said you're not getting no prize if you argue with me 2 days before Valentine's Day. Forget that. That rose that I was gonna buy for you, that one rose, and that little box of chocolate from Piggly Wiggly that I was gonna pick you up, you ain't getting that now. I ain't giving you that $2.99 thing of chocolate and that one rose. Now you blew it. I was gonna buy you one rose and that box of chocolate, that $2.99 box of chocolate, and now you want to argue with me. Now I ain't giving you nothing. There goes your chocolate. Now you got to buy yourself your chocolate. Would you probably buy yourself your chocolate all this time anyway? So there's that. Somebody said diabetic balls. Diabetic balls, yeah, that. All of these dudes with the diabetic balls got all these complaints. All these complaints. Fake love. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. And it's unfortunate that fake love is so prevailing that it's the chances of you experiencing fake love with someone is so high. It's so high. People just can't be genuine. You just, genuine care, concern. You just can't be that. And it's unfortunate that you can't be vulnerable with somebody else. You can't lay it out all. You can't lay it all on the line, and let a dude know how you feel without him taking advantage of that. Because most men will. They will. Love is a game, unfortunately, and each side is playing to win, or and the prize is not getting hurt, not feeling hurt, not losing in some sort of way. So you keep score. Most of these relationships are about keeping score. They're not really about loving somebody. It's about keeping score. I did for you, so you do for me, and I do for you again. You owe me. Your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Instead of really enjoying the other person and growing with the other person and becoming better with the other person. It's unfortunate that relationships are so complicated now when they don't have to be. They don't really have to be. But people want, the reasons why relationships are complicated is because you want something better than you, right? And I'm talking to you men right now who like my channel. You want something better than you, but the woman you want wants something better than you too. So you go for her, you go for the high status girl, and she's looking for the high status man. And this is what happens. I want somebody better than me, and the person that I want is looking for somebody better than them, and we're all alone. We're all frustrated. We all manipulated, and we all get hurt because everybody wants somebody better than themselves. Some of you guys need to look in the mirror and be honest about what you're really bringing. Good, bad, ugly. What you really bring to validate or to justify this high criteria you have in the women. And women need to do the same thing too. Women need to do the same thing too. We want what we know we don't deserve. Super chat not working? Really? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the donation. You will look 15 years younger than your real age, and he won't even want kids. Still will stay and hit the wall. The wall is coming, y'all. Ladies, don't be afraid of a wall. Don't be afraid of the wall. Nobody's going to escape the wall. So there's nothing to be afraid of. I think we run into a wall when we self-abuse, when we engage in self-abuse. And by self-abuse, I mean being in relationships with people who hurt us. I think that's what causes the wall. Being around the wrong people will cause you harm, will make you old, will make you sick. A relationship with a man is like medicine. It's sort of like medicine. It's like food. You ingest him, like literally. You ingest him when you are in a sexual bond with a man. You take in his genetic material. You take in his essence. You take in his DNA, his whole structure. You ingest that by swallowing. Some of you may not put it in your vagina, but you're putting it in your mouth, and it goes straight up to your brain. You put it in your vagina, it gets into your bloodstream, swims up your spinal column, straight up to your brain, and before you know it, you're like a goddamn sock puppet, and you don't realize, why do I love him and I don't even like him? Why do I care about him and I know he doesn't love me? Why can't I shake him? Why can't I leave him? Because he is in your blood. This is what sex does. He is now a part of you. You have lost some of yourself, and he is now inside of you. And now there is a physical and a chemical and a psychic bond that you can't break. You like, the dick is whack. Why can't shake the dude? He ain't even all of that. He ain't this, that, and the third. He don't treat me right and all this stuff. And I still love him. Why is that? Because he is swimming in your blood, my dear. That's why. So a man is medicine. He's medicine. He is food. He is nutrition. If he's good, he's nutritious. There's bad nutrition and there's good nutrition. But you become him when you mate. So if you are mating with someone who doesn't treat you well, who you know is just there for, a good time, a good little ride or whatever, understand that you are, what's the word I'm looking for? You are corrupting your body in every single way possible. You are creating mental imbalance inside of yourself, which, by the way, truth be told, mental imbalance happens whether he loves you or not. You go through a death when you have sex, just like you go through a death when you give birth. You're never the same once you're pregnant. Once you have a baby, you're never the same. Not physically, not emotionally, not spiritually. You are different. You have crossed over into another plane. The woman that you were before you never had kids is not the woman you'll ever be again. The woman you were before you had sex is not the woman you'll ever be again. It's a death, whether he's good or not. But when he's bad, it's the worst. It's the worst because it causes emotional imbalances that really become a part of you and that are very, very hard to shake, very hard to get rid of. And this is why most men say that women are broken, and they're right. They are right, although they contribute to it. These men will claim we're broken, but they contribute to it. But they're right when they say that we're broken because we have opened ourselves up psychically, physically, and emotionally to poison. We've been ingesting things that aren't nutritious our entire adult lives. And then we become a shell of the woman that we once were. Some of you don't know who you are because you're not who you are any longer. There is nothing of you left. That's why you're confused. You've had more than 10. Listen, if you have more than 10 dicks, if you have more than 4, you're already dead. By the fourth one, you're kind of like, that's what you become. By the time you have 4, you be sitting there wondering what life is about. Why was I ever born? Why did my mother have me? What am I here to do? What's my purpose? You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. So imagine 10 or 20 or 30. You're dead. You are dead. And no no fumigation, no borax, baking soda bath ceremony is going to help restore that back. That's why some of you are still on a journey. I'm on a journey. I'm healing. Well, how long you been walking this journey? I've been on the journey for 10 years. I've been on a healing path for 15 years. You're not healed yet? Well, goddamn, well, how far you got to walk? Well, I'm not interested in the finish line. I'm just on a journey. That's what you are. The walking dead. Because of men. And this is not a jab to men. This is not, don't deal with men kind of thing. Thank you, Emmy, for the donation. So, because I date older men. I'm 23. They are usually 20 years older. But they don't see me for marriage. Just what? A toy? Wow. You date men 20 years older than you that do not. You're 23. You are what we call prime select. You are prime select. You are gently used. I don't know if you're virgin or not. But at 23, I would assume that we can all assume that you haven't had 50 partners. You don't have kids or anything. 23, you just crawling out of the eggshell. And none of these men want to commit. Yeah, she has low mileage cooch. Not to say that older women are, every older woman has a lot of miles on their cooch, because every woman doesn't. But at 23, there's an assumption there that you haven't lived long enough to be ran through, because your body's still tight. You don't look like you've been dragged through the mud like some older women. You could tell, like, damn, she must have had a lot. Must have been a lot going on. There must have been a lot going on, and nothing that was good for her. because they look exhausted. They don't look fresh or vibrant. They look sucked in, dry. You know how older people look dry. They look dry. There's some women that have been ran through look dry. You could tell there's no moisture. Like how smokers look, like they have dry hands and stuff like that. The smokers look dry. Their lips look dry. They just look dry. At 23, you're moist. You're moist. So there's something going on there. If you date men 20 years older than you that do not see you for marriage, I don't know if you're having sex with them, but if you are, you need to stop. If you are, you need to stop. You need to stop. There's a lot of men that are predators now. And you just have you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful. So because he's a lot older than you, it's good, but it doesn't necessarily mean, he's ready to not play games with you anymore because he's older. There's a lot of older men that buy pussy out here. Truth be told, the ones who are buying ass out here are the old ones. So I don't know what you do. You ain't got to tell me if you do, but the older ones are the ones that are doing it because they can't get hard. They have to buy because, their erections are temperamental. It's just a toss up. So they have to buy it now. They have to buy it. Okay, so you're not having sex with him. Thank the Lord. Emmy's my girl. Thank the Lord. Keep your vagina, keep your mimsy fresh. That's what they used to call a vagina in the 50s, a mimsy. Keep your mimsy fresh. Don't do it. So, because marriage is happening later and later in America because millennials take longer to launch. I think marriage is happening later and later because millennials don't see the value in it. They don't see the point in it. You have a lot of young women who are professionals making a lot of money. These .coms, the internet's made people are making people big money. Then you have these chicks who are whores, Instagram whores, Facebook whores. There's a lot of internet sites posing as dating sites when it's really sites for these chicks to get money. So if nobody's pressed, you could have one or two kids, but if a dude paying you for pictures, you know how many chicks hustling naked pictures for a couple dollars? I know chicks that sell their dirty underwear, that sell naked pics for a coin. Some actually have sex. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Chicks are getting coins all kind of ways. All kinds of ways. So nobody's pressed to, really lock it down and be in a relationship. You can avoid that because you don't really need people anymore because of technology. Because of technology. A woman doesn't really need a man these days because of technology. You could live alone and not see anybody for 6 months and not need anybody for 6 months, which is that's unnatural. You could have food delivered to your house through Uber Eats. You could have Amazon ship stuff to you. You don't ever have to leave your house. Plus, you're working from home. You don't even have to go outside and get no sun now. You could be in your house for a whole year, and have everything. Everything is self-contained. That's what technology has done. Made things really unnatural. Really unnatural. Google is your father. Topaz. Yes, she's amazing. Who's Topaz? Stephanie said you have dirty underwear to sell? There are chicks that sell underwear for money. Y'all, I can't post anything on Facebook. They banned me. But when I remember doing a post about different fetish stuff, things that women do for money, like the whole mukbang eating videos where people slurp and chomp and make all those noises with their mouth. That's considered a sexual fetish. That's under the umbrella of sexual fetish. So there's things that aren't even quote unquote actual sex, like you don't see anybody actually doing sex, but are sexual and people get money for it. The mukbang stuff is one of them. That's why these chicks, they slurping on lobster tails and shrimps. They got sauce dripping down their chin and all that. It's sexual, and they get a lot of money. Some women get a lot of money just to show their feet. I remember one lady. She emailed me and said that she was having a breakup. She was going through a divorce with her husband because she found out he had a foot fetish. Of he liked women with long toenails, and I was like, what? She said, yeah. She said she found receipts from plane trips from this dude flew out. He got flued out to go meet with women who had long toenails. Like there's a whole group of men who like have foot fetishes of women who have long toenails. Go figure on that. So he was actually either flying some of them in or flying out to have relations. Get massage. Y'all get the visual. Get foot massaged with women with these long claws. She said her whole marriage was done. She could not believe this dude was spending the kind of money that he was spending for just to be with women who have claw feet, talons. These hoes had talons, okay? Talons. And they spend big money. So there's all kinds of stuff going on out here. All kinds of stuff going on out here. So, because there was an article that came out last year that said economically unattractive men are leading to the downturn in marriage. I believe it. I believe it. Let me read that again. There's an article that came out last year that said economically unattractive men are leading to the downturn in marriage. I love it. I love it. Man, gotta get your manhood back. Go get your money up so you can do what you need to do, be with who you want to be with, and stop complaining out here. Stop complaining out here. There's a lot of ugly men with no money. That's why people ain't getting married. That's basically what she said. There's a lot of ugly men who are broke, and that's why marriage rates are going down. So there's that. Men have dark secrets like that. They have all kinds of secrets. Thank you, Super, for the donation. Hi, Sokas. Do you think that dark-skinned Black women are targets by every race of men for easy sex, no strings attached, situation ships? Do dark-skinned women have a chance? I feel hopeless. Aw, do not feel hopeless. Don't feel hopeless. How do I answer this? Do I do politically correct or do I do honest? I feel that all Black women, not just dark-skinned women, but all Black women are objectified sexually. I think that is our collective claim to fame. Like we don't have anything else that we're supposedly leading in when we talk about sexuality, because Black women have more degrees than everybody else. Everybody knows that the stats on that, but that doesn't make them fuckable. So when we're talking about sexuality and all that kind of stuff, we are objectified in that arena, and we are told or maybe we've signed on to it being our claim to fame. Meaning, we don't have, we're not Becky. We don't have long, soft, flowy hair and porcelain skin and all that kind of stuff like Becky. But we are built for sexual satisfaction, and we toot our own horns whenever we can for that part. Because with women, it's not about your accomplishments that make you feel valid and worthy. It's about how you look. It is about how you look. And what I do here is I try to get us away from that, because it's a poison, and it causes just what you said. You become objectified sexually, get used as a greedy hole, a hole to dig in your cervix, and thank you, ma'am, and goodbye. That's what happens there. That's what happens there. So I think black women in general are sex objects. Now, as far as dark skinned women are concerned, um, there is a notion that we are easier to bed because we have low self-worth. We have, amongst black women, the darker skinned ones always have a problem with self-worth because we are ostracized and told that we look like men, that we're not cute and all that kind of stuff. So for the most part, black people in general assume and feel that when they see a dark skinned woman, she's jaded, she is starved for attention, starved for love. And it's not entirely an untruth, because we have bought into this notion that we aren't good enough. We bought into that too. So we gotta come out of that. We have to come out of all of that. So listen, y'all. I gotta take, my mom is calling. Let me go. I gotta go. I'll do a part two. I gotta go. My mom is calling. All right, peace.